You picked the exact school.
I did exactly, Doc.
Why didn't you tell me last night?
I told you this morning, did you get it
Well,
filled
I
out?
didn't get to know it, I guess. Yeah, you said, yeah, quit writing to Vegas. Not like losing too fast. You know what, the bottom line is you know, our kids winning that football game, we found a way to win it, that's the important thing. Sloppy at times, but I felt like we had to step up and make plays, you know, Cortez made the play at the end of the game, and then, you know, offensively, we were able to take it to some 21 personnel there at the end, and get a couple first downs to put it away. But you got to give credit to Justin and that Memphis team. They played like that all year. They played extremely hard. They did it again tonight. He's got that thing going in the right direction. They got some good players that made some plays out there. But we got to put our boots back on in the morning, come back and go to work, and we'll find a way to go beat UAB next week.
Yeah. With UAB coming next week, how dangerous is it, like we saw today, facing a team with it has maybe a nothing to lose attitude?
Well, I mean, that happens, and you know, he did a nice job, you know, with the onside kick. I mean, we had guys in position. I mean, that was about as good a kick as I've ever seen. And you know, that kid made a great play, and you know, we thought going in we were going to get that. Not particularly that, but I knew going in that we were going to get something in special teams or offense or defensively that's going to take some shots and create some issues for us, and we did. So we got to get better in those areas.
That squib kick that you guys recovered, was that by design or did that just hit a guy?
By design, but it wasn't. No. I'd like to be able to say that it wasn't. We're trying to, you know, evidently, you know, we've had some. We were driving that ball. It's a squib that we're trying to get it on the ground. We did a good job of it at other times after that, but we were fortunate to get the ball there, and I guess it's a break hardway, so that was not designed to squib it.
When the score was 31-7, was there any sense of any letdown or relax at all by the team?
I think their kids came out and made some plays. You know, we had some guys that, unfortunately, we've got some guys that are beat up, and we had some young freshmen that had to come in and make some plays. I thought that was one encouraging thing was today. You had Devontae Allen came in and made some big time catches. You know, Devin Johnson, the other freshman came in, had his first touchdown catch, so it was nice to see those two young kids get their first down catches. And you see Stu and Grooms and Chris Remy do some good things, those young kids too. So we just have to continue to get better. You know, there's a lot of it. And, you know, we told them last week. You know, we got 4 shots to get 5. Now we're 3 shots to get 4. So we got to stay on course and come back here tomorrow and go to work and get ready to go.
What's the status of Dobson?
I'm not sure yet.
With that said, how fortuitous was to have both Evans and Allen step up essentially in his stead?
They have to. I mean, they had to, and it was great to see. I mean, a lot of times you get in that situation where young kids are thrown into that fire and they don't respond. But Devontae probably made the biggest play of the game, probably right there on that catch. He got shoved out of bounds. And nice job getting back in and went up and get the highest point. He's a good player. He's, unfortunately for him, he's had a lot of injuries. He missed all spring. He missed a lot of fall camp. He hadn't developed. We think he's going to be a really good player. He hadn't developed to where he's starting to get there, but he's been a little slower getting there because of his injury issues he's had.
What is it about 4th down that made Memphis so successful? I mean, y'all couldn't get off the field there for a few series.
You know, they just make plays. I mean, we made them. We did. Fortunately, on that last 4th down, Rick Dow left the right deal, and Cortez was able to get the sack right there. You know, offensively, they create a lot of issues for you with what they do with their schemes, and they did nice. They did some things today.
Chris, how do you develop a killer instinct around 31-7 with some young guys? You got to finish. You got to finish. You finished at Southern Miss. We finished out here against Western. You finish that. You need to finish it when you need to finish it. And, I knew going into the game that offensively we weren't going to get as many shots. And by design, that's what they did on offense. I don't know what time possession was there. I know they probably had a lot more than we did.
Mm-hmm. 15 minutes.
It was 15. I mean, that's what we knew going in. That's what they were going to do. So, you know, offensively, when you do get shots, you can make the best of it. And you know, so that was they did a nice job of keeping our offense off the field. And I thought they did a good job doing that.
How do you feel Rakeem bounced back from last week?
I think the important thing, we had the turnovers again offensively. Took care of the ball.
You know, I think we missed a couple things here or there, but for the most part, as long as you take care of football, you're gonna be fine. What we're doing offensively, I thought for the most part, I thought we did.
Made changes up front, Doc, the offensive line. How do you think they played today?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta get back and watch the tape. You know, a year ago, when we played that Memphis team, that kid named Poe was one of the top 10 kids picked in the draft. We had another defensive line that was playing in the NFL. They got 2 nose guards that could play. I mean, they plugged in there, and you know, I thought at times we struggled a little bit blocking them, but they create a lot of issues with that 3-down look. They were always bringing pressure, edge pressures, and bringing people from everywhere. But you know, I think you know, we played. You know, we had to move Garrett to guard a little bit because of some injury deals, but I think for the most part, you know, they played okay. I thought we got some pressure at times. We're going to take a peek at the film tape to see exactly. For the most part, they picked things up weird.
I was gonna say, was Bruin an injury thing?
Yes. Yes, we had Bruin and Lovell was also a guy that had some injuries that didn't practice much. That should be fine this week.
On Allen's 4th down touchdown catch, how close were you to trying to kick a field goal and go up 6 as opposed
We
to 3?
weren't in position right there. That's
Okay.
not our. We're not in danger.
They threw everything at you special teams wise. Got an onside kick when you didn't seem to be looking for it, and a punt fake for 61 yards, which is the
No
second
question.
longest
I
play
mean,
from spring.
You know, the onside kick we were looking for. I mean, I had the 2. We had the 2 centers right there. Their eyes, they went for the ball, and then the kicker did a great kick, and they did a hell of a job getting on the ball right there. But that's, you know, the fake punt the guy's covered. I'm anxious to see. I think he got picked off. We got the guy who caught the ball. He's covered even though we're blocking the kick. They only got 2 eligibles. The 2 ends are eligible at the line of scrimmage, and we had both those guys covered. And I think Wilkins got picked because he should have had that. And I'm anxious to see the tape and see exactly what happened. Because even though we're pressuring the punter, those eligibles are covered. And we got a guy who's pulled out to cover both those guys. I'm not sure exactly what happened.
It seemed like you didn't throw the pass until real late in the play. Like there was some time.
There was some question whether or not he was across the line of scrimmage. I'm anxious to see it. I'm anxious. And you know what? Like you said, he made a couple of great calls there, and we didn't get covered.
You ever seen a fake punt quite like that with a jump pass?
I like him to put that in. I like it. Well, I didn't like it today.
Coach, how about the outstanding play from Billy Mitchell again? He just seems always, he just has a knack for the ball.
He does. Billy's, you know, I'm glad Billy's back, and he stepped up and made some plays for us. It's good to see.
It's the mantra.
Go back to Cortez Carter's sack. What was called? And I mean, apparently he had a straightened.
We had a twist to it. I mean, inside guys, he came free out. You know, we had that. You know, we had that several times. It didn't come as clean as it did. And that particular one thing was to get some pressure.
Is the mantra for this week finish?
The motto for this week is come back tomorrow and still get better. And we get better as a football team. You know, we got to just come back in all phases and just concentrate on us getting better every day and start up tomorrow.
Sparrow, the status he doing right?
You know what? I think he's fine. Come off the field. I thought,
Did Thomas and Love, did they really go all the way at corner today, I
they
think?
did. There are a couple of guys that you got to give them a lot of credit. There wasn't a whole lot of practice time for those guys this past week. You know, they both came. In fact, Lovell was he was in a boot all week. Took that boot off today and went and played every snap. So he gave that kid a lot of credit. And Derek Thomas didn't practice all week. He didn't take one snap. He played the whole game. So those guys to show up and play like they did without practicing, I don't like that. But they haven't got else. Baxter didn't play. It should be all 3 of those kids should be healthy and should go get some practice in this week.
Right, maybe lost in Carter's play. Thomas made a big play on the play right before that to break up what might have been a touchdown catch.
Thomas is a good player.
Rushing game, it seemed like very few rushes early in the game. Was that by design or was that Cato's option? What was that?
Yeah, we had some option run passes called, and then throwing out there with some hitches and some bubbles and some things because the numbers that they had. But, I thought against that defense, running the football, it's kind of hit and miss, and you're going to get some negative plays because of what they do. And then all of a sudden, you're popping a couple of games. That's really what happened to us today. We hit
-1, +2, +3, and all of a sudden we hit a big one. And it happened a couple of times. That's what it's been all year because of what they do defensively.
So, and they had 2 straight drives, 23 straight plays, Cato's on the sideline. Was it a situation where Cato really needed to get warmed up all over again?
That's key. Hopefully he's over there throwing around. But, you know, that's an issue when we haven't done it all year. You know, and, but you know what? To their credit, they did a nice job keeping our offense off the field. Anything else? Appreciate you guys. Thanks.